Any questions?
What did Evans and Telford show you out there with their first?
Well, I mean, I mean, here's the thing. We got, you know, a good team, a team that thinks they're good. And, you know, they're probably pretty good. And they're going to be fired up coming to town on Friday. That's the next thing. You don't look ahead, but you take care of business and then you get to the next thing, and that's where we're at. We're at the next thing here.
Gambrel at 97, was that just to get him a match, or is that a possibility going forward?
It's not just to get him a match, it's to get him going a little bit, and that was his call all the way, and he been on the map for 2.5 weeks. We'll take that. We got to make some progress, and he knows it, but things are going well. Progress.
Did you get what you wanted from the team tonight?
Do you ever get what you want? And the answer to that is probably no. There's a lot of good things. There's some things where competition like this sometimes makes you look good, and then there's some times where they make you look bad because they're clinging. We're letting guys hang on to our elbows too much, slowing us down, and you know, those are all things that, you know, when we get into bigger competition, that there's going to be a lot of strategy being played, especially with our guys that have pretty good scoring ability. And the key is to be able to do the best things that we do when everybody knows we're going to do them, and then just go out and execute anyway. And it's no secret what a guy like McDonough's about. And, you know, if we let guys slow us down, then shame on us. And I think we sometimes, you know, in matches like this, let guys slow us down too much. You just can't let guys hang around too much, reaching back and grabbing things and locking our head down in front headlocks and our elbows down and things like that. 149, we got to get that ironed out. And, you know, right now we're going to have to pick it up there.
Still just taking that slow with Carew, only one match last weekend, or did he tweak something a little bit again?
He didn't tweak anything, but we're working on it.
Okay.
There's a lot behind the scenes that we don't talk about. You know, if you were in the room last Tuesday and you listened to me maybe talk about Carew, you could read between the lines a little bit. But it's time to figure out if you're serious about being a 149-pounder or not. And I mean serious. And that's what it comes down to. What is this, like video?
Yeah.
What publication is this?
The Open Mat.
Ramos got all three at 133. Has he pretty well established himself there? I
think Ramos' scoring ability and the fact that he opens things up gives him the nod. And Clark has a win over him. They're 1-1 against each other. It doesn't eliminate Tyler Clark. We like Tyler Clark, but what gives Tony Ramos the nod is that he takes risk, and he's wrestling like he's a little bit more wide open, and we're going to have that. We're going to have to have that. Not leave things to chance, flip the coin type stuff. So Ramos is doing a good job. Not to say that Tyler Clark isn't, it's just that Tony Ramos is a little bit more wide open. And when I say a little bit more, I'm kind of downplaying that we're you know, Ramos he's got the nod. That's as good as I can stutter. He's got the nod.
Vinny Wagner got a match there at 184. I know you've talked in the past about what he's actually doing to juggle medical school with the training and stuff, but, you know,
Vinny Wagner and Failer are, you know, probably even right now. Jeremy Failer, he put it this way, he's done a good job on the mat. He's done a good job. He has shown that he wrestles a little bit different on the mat, and we got to keep him consistent that way. Last weekend he was consistent up until the finals, and then there was maybe a little bit of a letdown just because maybe a little bit of rookie in him, where all of a sudden he's in the finals and gets the first takedown in that match and then kind of went south for the winner. And, you know, we want to stay in there and talk to him about that. And Kirk Backus has done a good job with him. And he made progress this week. So, you know, Wagner as an issue a little bit right now. We don't want to just throw him out there. We got to make sure that, you know, he's at full capacity from a, you know, really protecting himself point of view. So I don't think Jeremy Failer didn't get 2 matches to Vinny Wagner's 1 because he's the #1 guy. I think they're both the #1 guy. It's just a little bit more healthy maybe.
You've talked before about heavyweights needing to put on a show to keep people in the seats. Bob Telford.
Well, that first match at the end of the second period, the crowd's clapping hard, like the match was over. I heard one of our guys on the bench say, like, wow, it's almost like the match was over. And they don't clap that hard for everybody. When the match is over, they get their hand raised. So they must like our heavyweight. And again, that doesn't say that Blake Raising's not doing a good job or needs to, you know, he needs to stay ready. But right now, Telford and Mike Evans have established themselves in head-to-head in our room, and then also now with performance, and that's what we look for. And, you know, Blake Raising is salt of the earth. He is doing what a backup should do when you don't want to be the backup. And he's working hard and he's staying in there. And, you know, there was a lot of more emotion last week in the finals after that Lindenwood tournament, you know, where he's kicking himself and more than maybe the wrestle off, and maybe it meant more to him or whatever, but he's being a team player right now, and it's hard, but he's being a team player.
Anything else?
All right, appreciate it.
Coach.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Coach.